Okay, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam, Rasulullahi sallallahu alayhi wassalam, wassalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Greetings to everybody. Inshallah ta'ala, I hope that you are all well and safe and healthy. Inshallah ta'ala, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you all. It's good just to touch base with you again. And I just wanted to, I think it's important that, although I think maybe in the last broadcast or through messages, we've been talking about covering the 4 R's. I think we need to pause there, and I think we need to go back to the very beginning, just to recap, so we understand where we're going with fresh eyes. And really, there's no point going on to R2 and R3 and R4 until we've established R1. So I want to go back and just look at how we all sort of started, and and make sure that we're on the right track, and to basically get through R1 is going to take a long time, and we're all going to be at different levels. At some stage we'll have to go on, but if you look, so R1 is basically, it's called to rewire how we think, to rewire how we see. So we all agree that we are living in the end of times. This is why, if you listen to Sheikh Umar and Sheikh Imran was saying that we have to do our best to understand and to study Islamic eschatology, and there's a need for the future students of ilm to understand Islamic eschatology, because we are living in the end of times. And if there's anyone that doesn't accept that we are in the end of times, then they're obviously just like an ostrich with their head in the sand. The signs are out there very plain. And one of the key things is that for such a long time now, that we have been programmed, conditioned to see the world in a particular way, which helps with the plans of the judicial system that we are now in. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. So it doesn't matter if you're talking to a Muslim or to a non-Muslim, the key conversation generally in all parts of society is, we are living in confused times. We are living in times of great distraction, confusion, separation. We've got political tension, we've got economic tension, we've got environmental tension, social tension. We've got increasing violence and wars and famine and disease, and it's endless, that we've got to a stage now where the brain just can't process it all. And whatever is happening through the media, the human is now just seeing a snapshot of everything. And for many people, it's affected them so much that they are becoming emotionally disturbed, and they are having to seek expertise from psychologists, psychiatrists. So it's a difficult time, and this is what has certainly influenced the rise. I'm not talking about, I am. It's just, which has caused the rise, particularly of what we call is the off-grid movement, because people are beginning to process now what's going on, that things are definitely going to get worse. If we look before COVID, just look at our particularly in the UK, as we had this outbreak, the supermarkets were bare. People were going crazy just for toilet rolls, let alone food. So since then, it's got people to process really what we going to do about it. So that's really given rise to a massive surge in thinking about off-grid, although it's been there for some time. And I mentioned to you before that the non-Muslim communities have been doing off-grid way before the Muslim world. So we are living in difficult times, and so it's a crisis of perception of how we see the world. So we are seeing, why it's confusing is because we are seeing the world with everything disconnected in its silos. So start with primary school. Our subjects are taught in silos. Go to secondary school, go to college, go to university. So our education system, everything is taught in silos: geography, maths, science, biology, chemistry. Everything is taught in silos.